Good evening, and welcome to the Crypto Overnighter. I'm Nicodemus, and I will be your host as we take a look at the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. And remember, none of this is financial advice. And it's 10 p.m. Pacific on Friday, October 20th, 2023. Welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter, where we have no sponsors, no hidden agendas, and no BS. But we do have the news, so let's talk about that. Tonight, we delve into the labyrinth of regulatory moves and counter moves affecting the crypto landscape. From courtroom victories to policy standoffs, we're covering the latest maneuvers that are shaping the very fabric of digital finance. Brace yourselves and let's go. Ripple Labs and the SEC have been locked in a courtroom tussle that's been nothing short of a soap opera for the financial tech sector. But folks, we've got some exciting news. The SEC has officially withdrawn its lawsuit against Ripple's top brass, Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larson. This isn't just a win for Ripple. It's a loud and clear statement to regulatory bodies who think they can clamp down on financial innovation just because they feel like it. The SEC is notorious for its hawkish stance on crypto regulation, so it was surprising when they backed off. They moved to dismiss the lawsuit in which they accused Ripple's executives of dealing in unregistered securities. Ripple Labs did not mince words. They called it a surrender by the SEC in their official blog post. And believe me, the sentiment is echoed in the crypto community. People see this as regulators finally realizing they can't just waltz into the territory of groundbreaking financial technologies. But hold your horses. Ripple is not out of the woods yet. The dismissal is a good turn of events, sure, but what comes next is pivotal. Ripple still has to tread carefully through the legal maze to cement its place in the crypto arena. Now, what is the real-world impact of this win? Well, that's still in the making, but rest assured, it sets the stage for other crypto outfits entangled in legal wranglings. I'm thinking of LBRY, who lost against the SEC recently under very similar charges, and there are others. So what's the bigger picture here? This win could embolden other crypto ventures to go toe-to-toe with regulatory accusations. Also, we might be looking at a softer, more accommodating regulatory climate that actually fosters financial innovation. Gensler was specifically told to knock it off by Congress. Maybe that finally had an effect. But don't get too comfortable. This could also serve as a wake-up call for regulatory bodies to recalibrate their tactics to avoid future embarrassment. Despite this hiccup for the SEC, the regulatory landscape is still a minefield for crypto ventures. What we're really talking about here is the need for a balanced approach, one that encourages innovation but doesn't throw investor protection out the window. The Ripple case epitomizes the ongoing clash between crypto enterprises and the powers that be, underscoring the fluid nature of this love-hate relationship. As the crypto community and Ripple Labs pop the champagne, the broader narrative is far from settled. This case could very well serve as a catalyst for how regulators approach crypto, not just in the US, but globally. It's fueling the discourse on financial freedom, decentralization, and the unstoppable march of digital assets. In the grand scheme of things, Ripple versus SEC isn't just a courtroom drama, it's a microcosm of the larger battle between the disruptive forces in crypto and the antiquated regulatory structures. So regulators take note. The crypto community isn't just resilient, it's a force to be reckoned with, and it's not going anywhere. From the SEC's defeat in the Ripple case to another legal battle they can't seem to win. The Chamber of Digital Commerce is suiting up. They're not sitting idly by as the SEC attempts to strong-arm the crypto space. The Chamber of Digital Commerce is rallying the troops, digital asset firms, legal minds, and lawmakers to counter the SEC's lawsuit against Binance. The Chamber's recent amicus brief is a direct assault on the SEC's attempts to muscle into the crypto sector without explicit approval from Congress. They're calling out the SEC's tactics of using enforcement actions as a backdoor to regulation. Cody Carbone is the Chamber's vice president of policy. He didn't mince words. He lambasted the SEC for opting for enforcement actions over proper regulatory channels. According to him, the SEC's strong-arm tactics are not only crippling the market, but are also driving digital asset innovation away from American shores. The Chamber's argument is straightforward. The SEC's strongman approach, classifying digital assets as securities and then slapping penalties on crypto businesses, isn't just killing innovation, it's also pushing crypto firms to relocate overseas. They insist that the SEC is operating without the congressional mandate to treat all digital assets as securities. In the backdrop, lawmakers are scrambling to put together a legitimate regulatory framework, but the SEC's actions are putting the industry at risk. And Congress can't do anything anyway. The House of Representatives is in utter disarray. The only thing they're allowed to do right now is elect a new leader, and they can't seem to manage that due to infighting and party politics. So they certainly can't pass any new legislation or even conduct investigative hearings. The chamber has taken their case to the court, seeking to dismiss the lawsuit on several grounds. They argue 1. The SEC has overstepped its jurisdiction. 2. Digital assets aren't investment contracts. And 3. Token transactions don't meet the Exchange Act's registration requirements. On the other side, Binance US, Binance Holdings, and CEO CZ have also made moves to get the lawsuit dismissed. They're accusing the SEC of jurisdictional overreach and have labeled the agency's document discovery and deposition requests as unreasonable. While the specifics are under wraps, Binance US seems to be sharing some confidential documents with the SEC. To sum it all up, the Chamber of Digital Commerce is leading a coordinated resistance against the SEC's invasive attempts to regulate the crypto sector. The Chamber, along with industry stakeholders, is pushing back against the SEC's enforcement first approach, which they argue is not only stifling innovation, but also lacks legal backing. This battle could be a turning point, setting the stage for how crypto assets are regulated or not in the United States. As the Chamber aims to checkmate the SEC, the US Treasury Department is making its own move. They're setting their sights on the backbone of crypto privacy, mixers. It's time to delve into the latest power play by the US Department of the Treasury against the crypto community, targeting the very anonymity that stands as the bedrock of decentralization and financial privacy. FinCEN, a wing of the Treasury, is all set to slap the label of primary money laundering concern on cryptocurrency mixers. Let's break down what this Orwellian maneuver really means. So, you've got crypto mixers, which are platforms designed to scramble the origins of crypto transactions. They offer users a much-needed cloak of anonymity. Now, these mixers are squarely in Uncle Sam's crosshairs. If this designation holds, U.S. financial institutions could be shackled with red tape, forced to report transactions involving these mixers. It's yet another nail in the coffin for financial freedom, folks, at least if some have their way. As we've covered these last few nights, the Treasury's been ramping up this anti-crypto narrative, conveniently following reports that entities like Hamas are allegedly using crypto. And it's not just the Treasury acting solo. Over 100 lawmakers are pushing the Biden administration to tighten the noose around crypto's neck. The proposed rule is open for public comment for the next 90 days. This directive isn't just a nudge, it's a full-blown shove. FinCEN's aiming to stifle the use of convertible virtual currency mixers by a slew of actors they deem illicit. And to be sure, some of them absolutely are, including state-backed cyber groups, cyber outlaws, and terrorist organizations. Names like Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad are being tossed around in conjunction with North Korea as beneficiaries of these anonymous transactions facilitated by mixers. Now, don't be fooled. This is FinCEN flexing its muscles for the first time to target an entire class of transactions. They're not just going after specific bad actors. They're broad-stroking the entire crypto community. And their endgame? Stripping away the decentralized, anonymous nature of crypto transactions under the guise of national security. And, as if on cue, the Treasury's clampdown follows hot on the heels of sanctions against individuals and entities linked to Hamas, including a Gaza-based enterprise fingered as a Bitcoin channel for terrorists. Now, make no mistake, the drumbeat for transparency and regulation is pounding louder each day, and the powers that be are dead set on reigning in the crypto space. So as the chessboard is being set for a more regulated crypto environment, the stakes couldn't be higher. It's not just about curbing illicit activity. It's about whether the crypto world will be allowed to exist as a realm of financial freedom or be mutated into yet another arm of centralized control. While the US attempts to unravel the core of crypto anonymity, the European Union is crafting its own playbook. They're tightening the laces on the crypto game, but with a twist. Tonight, we're dissecting the latest maneuver by the European Union, one that could have a profound impact on the crypto landscape. The European Banking Authority and the European Securities and Markets Authority have rolled out a consultation paper with draft guidelines targeting the management bodies and key stakeholders in the crypto asset space. Their goal? To instill trust and uphold market integrity. That's their claim. But let's not kid ourselves. What they're really trying to do is tighten the regulatory noose around the crypto industry. On a related note, when it comes to the European Data Protection Board and the European Data Protection Supervisor, They've chimed in on the EU's CDBC initiative, and let me tell you, the tone is far from enthusiastic. The authorities are calling for stringent personal data protection standards, suggesting decentralized storage solutions, and even a privacy threshold for low-value transactions. It sounds like they're laying the groundwork for surveillance, if you ask me. So what does all this regulatory jockeying signify? For one thing, it's the EU's attempt to rein in the growing influence of cryptocurrencies and decentralized finance. The proposed guidelines aim to standardize the criteria for evaluating crypto entities under the banner of fostering growth, innovation, and consumer protection. Now, don't be fooled, it's yet another step towards centralization and oversight. As for the digital euro, the EU is walking on eggshells. They're treading carefully to preserve what they call individual privacy, but the focus on verification procedures and data storage speaks volumes. It's not about privacy, it's about control. The EU is meticulously crafting a regulatory framework around cryptocurrencies and a digital euro. It's a significant milestone, not just for Europe, but potentially as a global standard. The focus on data protection and fraud prevention reveals a cautiously optimistic blend of traditional and emerging financial systems. Multiple EU bodies are collaborating to tackle the complex regulatory landscape of digital assets. These moves may influence global crypto discourse, but remember, it's all under the guise of cautious yet progressive digital financial integration. Moving from the EU's regulatory push to corporate strategy, the DTCC isn't playing around. They've grabbed blockchain tech by the horns. The Depository Trust and Clearing Corporation is making a power play in the digital asset realm with its recent acquisition of blockchain infrastructure firm Securrency. And let's not mince words. This is strategic warfare for the next frontier in financial services. DTCC, already a juggernaut in the global financial market, is positioning itself as a trailblazer in the digital transformation arena. Securrency, now rebranded as DTCC Digital Assets, isn't some fledgling startup. They've been shaping institutional-grade digital asset infrastructure for some time. With a solid team of around 100, the expertise Securrency brings to the table is non-negotiable for navigating the intricate landscape of digital assets. The importance of this acquisition goes beyond the superficial. DTCC is staking its claim in the digital asset ecosystem, embedding these assets into its existing lineup. Remember, we're talking about a financial titan that processed transactions worth over $2.5 quadrillion last year. Their objective is the tokenization industry, a market with trillion-dollar potential. DTCC's expansive network and Securrency's tech prowess are combining forces to unlock untold value in digital assets. This isn't just DTCC making headway in digital asset management. It's shaping the very framework of future financial markets. The aim? Using blockchain for near instantaneous payment settlements and cross-chain operability. The end game is crystal clear. Enhanced market transparency, risk management, and regulatory oversight. But DTCC isn't stopping at tokenization. They're looking to expand their blockchain utilization to offer fast, secure, and reliable financial services to institutional clients. This isn't just business as usual. It's a loud and clear endorsement of financial innovation and decentralization. DTCC's acquisition of Securrency is a seminal moment, signaling a new era in financial innovation and digital transformation. The melding of DTCC and Securrency's expertise is setting the stage for the next act in digital asset management and blockchain tech. This isn't just a business move, it's a narrative shift in the financial ecosystem, offering a bullish perspective on blockchain's role in mainstream financial structures. While DTCC focuses on future-proofing finance, Binance is breaking barriers today. They've tackled their Euro deadlock head-on, showcasing the resilience that defines crypto. Binance reinstated its Euro withdraw and deposit services. How did they pull it off? By swiftly securing new fiat partners after getting the cold shoulder from their previous partner, PaySafe. Now let's unpack this. This isn't just a win for Binance, it's a massive victory lap for the entire crypto domain. What we're witnessing here is more than just the restoration of Euro services. It's a glaring testament to the inherent robustness of decentralized financial platforms. While PaySafe's exit did cause a momentary ripple of concern among European users, Binance took it in stride, wasting no time in fortifying its fiat gateway. But hold on, there's more to this story. The quick expedition to onboard new banking partners wasn't just a move to plug a leak. It was a defining moment showcasing Binance's unyielding commitment to user experience. No matter the geography, no matter the regulatory circus, Binance is hell-bent on providing uninterrupted, seamless interface for its global user base. So what's the real takeaway here? The crypto landscape isn't just surviving the constant assault from traditional financial gatekeepers, it's thriving. It's flexing its muscles, and it's showcasing its unmatched ability to adapt, innovate, and overcome. And the specifics of these new banking partnerships, they're still under wraps, but the message is loud and clear. Binance's Euro services are back, stronger, and more resilient than ever. In wrapping this up, let's just say Binance's latest maneuver isn't merely about overcoming a hiccup. It's a resounding statement. It's a narrative that echoes the unyielding spirit of the crypto community, a triumph over the stumbling blocks laid by traditional finance. It's a window into a future where crypto doesn't just exist alongside traditional banking, it overshadows it, redefining the very norms of financial engagement. Folks, Binance has set the stage. The question is now, who's going to follow suit? So, what happened? Ripple Labs scored a win as the SEC withdrew its lawsuit against the company. That marks a significant setback for regulatory bodies looking to control crypto innovation. But let's not forget, Ripple's journey through the legal maze isn't over yet. The Chamber of Digital Commerce is fighting back against the SEC's lawsuit against Binance. They argue that the SEC is exceeding its jurisdiction and stifling innovation. It's a coordinated resistance that could set the tone for future regulatory actions. The U.S. Department of the Treasury is targeting cryptocurrency mixers, labeling them as primary money laundering concerns. It's an alarming move, one aimed at stripping away the very essence of financial freedom and privacy in the crypto community. The European Union is aiming to tighten its grip on the crypto industry. With new draft guidelines, they're eyeing increased control and oversight, signaling another step towards centralization. The DTCC's acquisition of blockchain firm Securrency is a game changer. This financial titan is positioning itself at the forefront of the digital transformation wave, signaling bullish prospects for blockchain and mainstream finance. Binance bounced back, reinstating its Euro services by securing new fiat partners. This move is a testament to the crypto world's resilience and adaptability, pushing back against traditional financial constraints. The overarching theme tonight is the tug-of-war between regulatory bodies and the crypto industry. From the SEC's wavering stance in lawsuits to the Treasury's attack on financial privacy, institutions are vying for control over this disruptive financial landscape. At the same time, the crypto community isn't backing down. Whether it's Ripple's courtroom win or the Chamber's resistance against the SEC, the message is clear. The world of digital assets is here to stay, and it won't be easily subdued. These stories are not isolated incidents. They're part of a larger narrative of control, innovation, and the fight for financial freedom. The stakes are incredibly high. Will the crypto space continue to be a realm of decentralized financial liberty, or will it be co-opted by centralized forces? Either way, the events we discussed tonight will have ripple effects throughout the industry, and you'd best believe we're going to be here to cover them. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank you, my listeners, because when you stop listening, I will stop talking. If you enjoyed tonight's show, then please like, follow, subscribe, leave a rating, or maybe a review. And in the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow night.